right, everyone, we're back, and thanks again for taking some time out of your day on a Tuesday to join us for a webinar workshop. We're thrilled to have our good friend Taylor Davis here with us this morning, and we're going to talk about the importance of you being able to present a quality dental product to both your over and under 65 clients. Some of the things we're going to talk about today, Taylor will give us an overview of Ameritas and what their lineage is. We'll talk about plan coverage areas. We'll talk about some options as far as what plans are available for you. And obviously, we'll need to know about what age limits we've got, wait periods, prior coverage, how that's handled, the vast array of network options that Ameritas has, what you need to do if you want to try to get a provider added, how we do that. And then obviously, we'll talk about how to handle families versus individuals. If you don't have this contract, I strongly recommend to you that you take it out with us and get that in today. We're starting to see a great influx of contracts. We're getting to that time of the year, guys. AHIP rolled out yesterday, and agents are starting to find out a little bit from the carriers as far as expansions, and we're eagerly awaiting first looks at what plans are going to be out for Medicare season for 2022 plan year. And obviously, we've got the SEP still going on for under 65, so contracting is very busy. So again, I want to make sure that you guys take a few moments today after we complete the webinar, if you don't already have this appointment, and take that out with us so we can get that processed and get you a writing number as soon as possible so you can represent this great carrier. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Taylor. If you guys have questions, put those in the question box for us, and we'll try to address those at the end of the presentation. We'll also be sending out an informative letter to you guys for attending today with some documents about Ameritas and the plans that they offer. With that, let's take it away, Taylor.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeff, and thanks for having me on, and thanks everyone for taking, as Jeff said, time out of your schedule. I know things are starting to ramp up, so I appreciate you jumping on here and learn a little bit more about Ameritas, especially our new plans that we're going to be launching July 28th of this year. Super excited about these new plans, kind of something different we haven't done in the past, and that's kind of have a whole portfolio of products. Currently our products really we have one, and we've looked at the scope of the marketplace today, and we wanted to kind of expand on that and really have a product for every demographic out there, whether that's under 65, over 65, someone in between jobs, a value plan. There's a lot that we've looked at this year when it comes to our product designs and what we wanted to launch for 2022 and half of 2021. So again, we stay on the track of having no waiting period, next day effective dates, largest network in the industry, and we wanted to expand on that this year with those products, adding LASIK, teeth whitening, and a bunch of other things that I'll go over here in just a little bit. But before diving into the product itself, I always like to start off with why dental and vision in general. Maybe you're an agent who just hasn't been focusing a ton on dental and vision, haven't been bringing it up, haven't been talking about it as much as you'd like to. I'm here just to kind of really ingrain it in everyone that it's a very important product to bring up, whether that's during open enrollment, during AEP. There's a lot of potential when it comes to dental and vision. Right off the bat, with regards to standalone dental and vision, if you do have a Medicare product, ACA, whatever it is along those lines, there's less disruption when it comes to standalone dental plans, right? If they have a Med Advantage plan that offers a little bit of dental coverage, but they're wanting to switch next year, well, their dental and vision coverage is going to switch too if they switch Medicare Advantage plans. With standalone plans, they always know that this is the plan. Dental, Ameritas Dental and Vision Plan is their standalone plan. It's not going to change. Really, when it comes to the agent and the demand for dental and vision, the first thing that pops in my head is referrals. And you might be wondering, well, dental and vision, how does referrals come about with dental and vision? Well, especially here at Ameritas, we have no waiting period. We have next day effective dates. So when you're talking to your client, let's say today, they can go as soon as tomorrow and see a dentist and save a ton of money by having the Ameritas network and the Ameritas product, and they're going to be talking about that, right? There's a lot of times that someone purchases an insurance plan and they might wait months to go and use that insurance plan. With dental and vision, the clients are looking to use it. They're looking to use it quickly, especially with a product that has no waiting periods. They can go in tomorrow, get crowns, dentures, implants, And they're going to be talking about that. I'll go over an illustration here in just a little bit, a hypothetical illustration on how much money your client can actually save day one with no waiting periods and by going into the Ameritas network and having our product. Persistency. We talk about it all the time. More products you have with that client, the better persistency you're going to have, right? They're going to think about calling you if they decide to cancel any of those plans. Normally, if a client just has one plan with you, if another agent reaches out to them, well, they don't really have anything tied to you other than that one product. The more products you have with them, the better persistency you're going to have, the more referrals you're going to get. Adding value to your clients' lives. That's really our main goal here at Ameritas with our plans, is adding value to the client's life. We want to add value as soon as possible. We want to add it through our value proposition of our plans, our simplicity, no waiting periods, especially with what we're going to be talking about with our new plans. We're wanting to add value as much and as soon as possible. And really, again, our goal is to add to your reputation. We want these plans to be the best out there. We want you to offer the best plans out there so your reputation continues to grow, your business and your commissions continue to grow as well. So we went over, again, why dental and vision, why it's important to add to your product portfolio if you're not talking about it today, if you're maybe bringing it up every once in a while. A great stat that I'd like to bring up is 7 out of 10 retirees plan on purchasing dental and vision insurance. That's a large number. So if you are focused in that over 65 space, 7 out of 10 clients that you're talking to, they're expecting to purchase dental and vision. It's a large number. I'll go over some more stats here in just a little bit. So why Ameritas? Here at Ameritas, we are dental and vision focused. You don't really hear that in the marketplace today. You hear carriers that might be in that MedSup world or Medicare Advantage world deciding to, hey, let's roll out a dental plan. Here at Ameritas, that is our focus. More than half of our business comes from dental and vision insurance. And that's kind of where it comes back to the expertise of dental and vision. There's things that we focus on when we are looking at new products, like we did for the July 28th launch with these 3 new plans that I'm going to be going over here in just a little bit. But our focus is, again, creating that economic value for all members, whether that's under 65 or over 65. Our other focus is product simplicity. We don't want a plan that, you have to take 30 minutes to explain. We've tried to mirror the group side as much as possible. So whether they're, 35 years old coming off of a plan, they understand the dental and vision, individual dental and vision aspect of it. Sometimes other products can get too much in the weeds. We want that product simplicity to always be there. The next thing is network. I'll talk about it throughout this presentation, but just as important as product is network. They're going to save a ton of money with the Ameritas network. It's difficult not to find someone in a 1-mile radius, wherever they're located at, that's not in our network. Our network is very, very large. I'll go over those here in just a little bit. Last and certainly not least is ease of enrollment. We've honed in on this quite a bit over the years. Other than talking about the product, having product simplicity, we really want that ease of enrollment. Now, when you get contracted here with Ameritas through Messer Financial, you'll receive a personalized hyperlink. That personalized hyperlink is uniquely yours. That's how you quote. That's how you enroll. You can send that via email. You can send it. You can put it up on your website. There's a lot of things that you can do with your personalized URL. That's just super easy to enroll a client, or you can help them enroll as well, whether that's through Zoom call or whether you are starting to be face-to-face. That enrollment tool is very, very simple. We actually just launched it's called myplan.ameritas.com, and it's more user-friendly. It's more mobile-friendly with the new app process that we do have today with that ease of enrollment. Nationwide coverage. This is the new map. Again, these are not the current maps. This is a look into what we're going to be launching July 28th. Today, our Prime Star Protect plan, we are in all 50 states. We do have some state specifics, of course, but our plans today are in all 50 states. Our plans that are going to be launching July 28th, same thing. We are in all 50 states. We do have some state specifics. The ones in light blue and gray, the ones in gray are just going to be staying on our current plan, the current plan that we have today. The ones in light blue just have a little bit of state specifics, and then the ones in blue are just the regular products that I'm going to be going over today. But again, we are in all 50 states. I think this is super important. A lot of times with carriers, maybe they're not all in all 50 states, and you might be selling in 25 states, especially these days with a lot of things going electronic, going to Zoom call. You can now be in multiple states and sell. So we are in all 50 states, so you don't have to pivot to different products. You always know that you have an Ameritas product in the states that you sell in. When we've looked at our products this year, the ones that we're going to be launching July 28th, we wanted to kind of hone in on different demographics. All of our products, including the ones today, are 18 and older. We have no max age, so they just have to be 18 or older with our products. And that's the same thing with our 3 products that we're going to be launching July 28th. Something that we did a little bit different as I'll go through these 3 products, you'll see that we've honed in on that age demographic. We honed in on the under 65, over 65. We even have a value plan, more along the lines of someone's looking to spend more along that lines, $18 to $19, $20. We have that plan as well. So with regards to the under 65 marketplace, and I imagine Jeff has gone over this multiple times, but there's a high rate of uninsured clients in that age group. As you look below, look at the percentage of clients in that 19 to 54 age range that are uninsured. That's a large number. And again, 25 million people were employed on part-time basis in the United States in April 2021. So there's different products that you can look at when it comes to dental insurance, and that's why we did launch a whole portfolio of products for July 28th. We want to again look at each demographic, see what's the best for them, and really hone in on what they're looking for in a dental product. So again, all of our products are 18 and older. We're really split here at Ameritas. We're 50-50 on under 65 and over 65. So we see all age groups come in on our products. Again, they're all 18 and older. There's no max age, especially in that senior market. There's a lot that goes into cross-selling, right? With Medicare Advantage, Med Sup, there's a easy avenue to start talking about dental and vision. Same thing with under 65 as well. But with that over 65, especially now that we're getting into open enrollment and AEP, of course, there's 1 in 4 seniors that lack dental insurance. So back to my stat, about 7 out of 10, it's actually 71% of retirees intend to purchase a dental and vision plan. But 1 in 4 seniors lack dental insurance. Is that due to not bringing it up as often? Is that due to a lot of maybe other things that play a part in why seniors aren't purchasing dental and vision? I always talk to agents on the agents who are writing 15, 20, 30 apps a week when it comes to dental plans, and I get the same answer almost every time. Taylor, I'm just bringing it up. They understand dental and vision. I'm just asking, do they need it? Right? The only thing they can say is no or yes. They understand it. Your product mirrors that group side. They've really seen that product in the past if they've been on a group plan before. So it really ties in perfectly with that marketplace. So diving into our 3 products that we're going to be launching July 28th. Now, again, I don't want anyone on this call to get confused. Our products today are called PrimeStar Protect and PrimeStar Protect Network. Those are our 2 plans that we have today. July 28th, these are the 3 plans that are going to be launching. So I don't want you guys to go to your hyperlink after this and be like, oh, I don't see these 3 plans. These are launching July 28th. We just want to give a look inside to what's going to be launching July 28th. Today, our product, PrimeStar Protect, just a quick overview. Day 1 coverage is 165-20, 100% preventative, 65% basic, and 20% major. They can go in tomorrow, and if they need a crown, we'll cover crowns and major. We'll cover 20% day 1. In year 2, on anniversary, it'll go to 180-50. So again, no waiting periods, next day effective dates. That's our product today. July 28th, the 3 plans that we're going to be launching are these right here. So PrimeStar Total, again, 18 and older. There's no max age. What we've done with this plan to really help on a lot of avenues of persistency, and keep it in line with the marketplace. What we've done is have an increase maximum. So day one, they'll have 2,000 maximum benefit, and in year two, it'll jump up to 2,500. So same way that our co-insurances work on our plans, meaning just like the plan today, 165.20, 180.50 in year two, we're doing that same thing with the maximum benefit. We're increasing it in year two. Preventative Plus. This is a really, really cool, unique feature that we've included with all three of these new plans. And Preventative Plus is just preventative service do not go towards the max benefit. So that 2,000 max benefit is only for basic and major, because preventative services don't go towards that maximum. That's a great feature to know, right? Right now, it's usually about 350 to 400 was what 2 cleanings per year cost. That does not go towards the maximum benefit. Again, bring that up when you're talking to the clients with these new plans. Deductible, keeping it the same, $50 deductible for basic and major. Of course, there's no deductible for preventative services. Preventative covers that 100% day one. They need a cleaning. They need to go in tomorrow. Perfect. Covered 100% day one. And with these plans, does not go towards the maximum benefit. Basic is covered at 80% day one. So again, our plans today are covered at 65%. This new plan is going to be covered at 80% day one. Major, 20% day one. Now in year two, again, I've already talked about the maximum benefit increasing from 2,000 to 2,500 in year two. Also, basic's going to be increasing from 80 to 90%, and then major's increasing from 20 to 50% in year two. So again, no waiting periods, next day effective dates. They go in tomorrow, they're going to be covered 100% on preventative, 80% on basic, 20% for major. Year two, 190.50. We also added a hearing benefit onto this plan, $75 that will pay for a hearing exam, and then also that hearing aid benefit per ear is $200 day one, $300 after year one, and then $400 after year two. So same thing, we're looking at increasing it over time, just like we do with the maximum benefit and also with that co-insurance. So this is PrimeStar Total. As you can already see, this one's kind of geared towards that over 65, right? With the hearing aid benefit, a little bit more in that maximum benefit, a little bit more in that basic. Those features really hone in on that over 65 marketplace. But again, this plan is 18 and older. Someone 20 years old can purchase this plan. Absolutely. PrimeStar Access. This is our second plan that we're going to be launching July 28th. As you'll see, as we go through this is geared towards more that under 65. Again, it's all 18 and older. They can be over 65 with this plan as well, but you'll kind of see what we did with this plan is it kind of hones in on that under 65. So PrimeStar Access, maximum benefit is $1,000 first year, $2,000 on anniversary. It bumps up to. Preventative Plus is included on this plan. Again, preventative services do not go towards the maximum benefit. So that $1,000 in day one is just for basic and major services. Deductible, same thing as PrimeStar Total. It's $50 deductible for basic and major. Preventative services, 100% in network. Rare occasion that they can't find an in-network provider, but if they do go out of network this plan, the co-insurances do change. If you are currently a producer with us, this plan kind of mirrors that PrimeStar, the plan that we have today, the network, PrimeStar Protect network plan. Because with the network plan, they can go out of network, the co-insurances do change, just like this plan does. So with regards to preventative, it's covered 100% day one, basic 65% day one, and major 20% day one. So again, we didn't want to get away from our plan today because a lot of people do like it. So we wanted to keep with that 165.20, 180.50 in year two with PrimeStar Access. Child ortho, just like we have on our current plan today, we wanted child ortho in this plan. And then also we added LASIK, something totally different out there in the marketplace today. We wanted to kind of differentiate ourselves from the pack a little bit and add LASIK into this plan. And you might be wondering, well, why didn't you put LASIK onto the vision plan? Well, with regards to vision, we wanted to keep vision in that $10 range, and then also we have VSP that's at $16 range. So we didn't want to increase that too much. With dental, we wanted to put it on there, and it didn't increase that premium all that much. We wanted to add something a little different onto a dental plan like LASIK. We also added teeth whitening onto this plan. That's under the major category. So if they need teeth whitening, we'll pay for that 20% day one, 50% in year two. So as you see those unique features that we have with this plan, you can kind of see how we have kind of honed in on that under 65 space with regards to like LASIK, teeth whitening, child ortho. That maximum benefit isn't as much as PrimeStar Total. So a little bit different when it comes to the product itself, but that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to have a portfolio of products that kind of are different for each age demographic. But again, they're all 18 and older. So if someone is 100 years old and they want PrimeStar access, absolutely they can have it. We just kind of tried to build it as if it was probably someone under 65 who's purchasing this plan. PrimeStar value. In the past, there's two other plans that we've gone over. We changed a lot with them with our current plans, but PrimeStar value is something we just never have done. We've never had a value plan. We've always been that carrier that wants to put as much into a product as possible and add as much economic value, meaning like if they need, crowns, dentures, implants, day one, that's been us for a long time. But we wanted to cover all avenues, right? We wanted that over 65. We wanted the under 65. And then we also wanted that value plan, kind of a budget per se when it comes to dental plans. If someone says, I don't want to spend $40 or $50 on a dental plan per month, I want to spend it along the lines of $18 to $20. Well, that's when this PrimeStar value plan comes in. So PrimeStar value maximum benefit is $750. Preventative Plus is included. So preventative services do not go towards that max benefit. So that $750 is for basic and major services. Deductible, same as the other two plans, $50 deductible for basic and major. Preventative services are covered at 90% day one, jumps up to 100% in year two on anniversary. Basic is covered at 50%, jumps up to 80% on year two. Major, I don't like to say it, a waiting period, but for this value plan, there is 0% coverage day one, 15% in year two. So this might be a plan if someone's in between jobs, if they're conscious on how much they want to spend per month. This plan, we really wanted a plan that, again, covers all avenues. If someone, needs LASIK or they need teeth whitening, they can go with that plan. Or if they just don't need, $2,000 max benefit, or if they need hearing, they can go with the PrimeStar Total. Or if they're looking for a value plan, they have the value plan as well. So there's three distinct products that we're going to be launching July 28th that really covers every age demographic and every product that someone's looking for. So again, July 28th, these plans are going to be launching, and it's PrimeStar Total, PrimeStar Access, and PrimeStar Value, July 28th. Now let's talk a little bit about network. I think network is just as important as product itself when it comes to dental insurance. There's a lot that we do on the network side to grow our network, to have it be the best network out there in the marketplace. Because to be honest with you, we could go out there and probably contract with every provider out there, but we want to contract with those providers who's given the most economic value, who's given the best negotiated rates. Right now, we're averaging around 32% when it comes to negotiated rates. So without even talking about the product itself, with no waiting periods, next day effective dates, now with our new products with LASIK, teeth whitening, all that kind of stuff, you're saving the client on average 30% before even talking about the product by just going in network. Our network persistency, we're hovering around that 97, 98% network persistency, meaning if a provider is going to be contracted with us, there's a very, very good chance that they're not going anywhere. So that helps when it comes to, a client saying, well, yeah, I want to go to, Dr. Joe on Main Street, been going to him for 20 years and he is in the network. Well, they have a good idea that Dr. Joe on Main Street is always going to be in the Ameritas network. Our persistency is very high when it comes to in-network providers staying in network. Contracted fees, just like I talked about, negotiated rates. we're anywhere from 23, 25 to 50% when it comes to negotiated rates. Right now, we're averaging about 30% when it comes to contracted fees. There's no balance billing when they go in network, right? So they're not going to be billed additional, on top of what they were just because they went out of network. That's only when it comes to out of network. There's balance billing. So there's no balance billing in network. There's no claims forms. All of our in-network providers submit the claims form electronically to us. Really, all in all, great customer service. One, they're saving additional money. There's no balance billing, and there's no claims forms. So really from start to finish by going in network, just a great overall experience. Our network, we're committed to growth, but as I mentioned in the previous slide, we're committed to strategic growth. We want to grow. We want to continue to be the largest dental network out there, but also we want to partner with those providers who are given the best negotiated rates. We don't want to partner with a provider who says, I'll give you a 5% negotiated rate. Well, that doesn't add any economic value for the client. We want to partner with those providers who are giving great negotiated rates. In the last year, we've grown about 70,000 access points. We're hovering almost around that 600,000 access points nationwide. And we're about 130,000 unique providers. Access points, I think this is important to go over. Access point is the actual brick and mortar location where a client can seek dental services. Inside of those access points, there's the dentist, unique providers. So there's 130,000 dentists nationwide that we have. I think the last article I was reading, as of recently, we have in the U.S. about 180,000 dentists. So that gives you a good idea how large our network is, how easy it is to find an in-network provider. Here's the hypothetical illustration that I absolutely love. I go over this almost every time when I go through presentations, and it's providing great economic value. You've heard me say it multiple times throughout this presentation. But this gives you a whole broad range of how it works when it comes to going in network and then our co-insurance as well. I'll go over here in just a little bit. We have a great marketing website, and we actually have a one-piece flyer that has great economic value that has this exact hypothetical illustration on it. So you can, of course, it's client-facing. You can show how the product works, how the network works as well. So how this illustration works is cost without insurance is that first column. So that's if someone goes in tomorrow and they don't have any insurance at all. That's normally what they're going to pay for crown, fillings, and preventative visits, right? And then it goes to network rate. So right now we're averaging 30% when it comes to network rate. So you can already multiply that 1,300, almost 1,400 by, I think they multiply it by 30 or 31%. 803. So when I talk about providing economic value, network is just as important as product. This is what I'm talking about. Is if someone goes in tomorrow and they don't have any coverage, they're going to be spending close to $1,400 on a crown. They just go to the network, our network, they're going to be saving almost $500, $600 by having the Ameritas network. So that's without even talking about the product. You're already saving that client $500, $600 just by going in network. And then you throw the product on top of that. Right now it's 20% day one when it comes to major services. That's a crown. So 20% of 803 is 642. You're saving that client more than half by just going with the Ameritas products. And that's with the going in network, and that's having this is actually our current plan today, Prime Star Protect, 20% day one coverage. Now that is providing great economic value. Going back to my first slide, why dental and vision referrals? They're going to be talking about that. There's a great story. An agent was telling me, this was last year, but he was sitting at pre-COVID last year. He was sitting at Costco, and next to him was a table of retirees, and they were just talking about insurance. They were almost bragging about how much money each one of them has saved. Now, I can guarantee you that table would be talking about saving more than half on a crown by having this insurance. They're going to be talking about it. That referral base is going to grow with a product like Ameritas Dental. Year two cost, again, that 20% goes to 50%. So you just take 50% of the 803, and you'll see it's 402. So any way you look at it, whether that they go in tomorrow or they go in a year down the road, they're going to be talking about it. They're going to see how much money they're saving by having the Ameritas product. So switching gears over to vision, we're the only carrier out there that has both IMED and VSP. We want that member value when it comes to both dental and vision, and we want that member flexibility, right? You have that member flexibility on the dental side by choosing, in or out of network, but again, really hone in on that network when it comes to the dental side. And then Prime Star Vision, you have that member flexibility because at that point of enrollment, they can choose IMED or VSP. Now, this plays a huge part if someone, has had IMED for the past 20 years, or they've had IMED for the past year and they've liked it. Well, they're probably going to stick with IMED, or they didn't like it, they're probably going to switch to VSP. So this is at point of enrollment, they're going to choose IMED or VSP. Nothing's changing with our vision plans. As we went over our July 28th launch, those 3 new plans that we're going to be launching, we really hone in on our dental and want to make sure that we change a lot of things up when it comes to our dental plan. Vision's a little bit different. We want to be more conscious of the price point, of what we're offering with standalone vision. But just like dental, super important to bring up. I sometimes talk to agents and who don't have a great attachment ratio when it comes to dental and vision, and most of the time they just say, I just get caught up about talking about dental, I forget to bring up vision. It's the same thing. Just talk about it, bring it up, dental and vision. Make sure you bring both of them up, especially in the over 65 marketplace. There's a lot of increased risk of falls, depression, identifying medications. There's a lot of difficulty that goes into if they haven't seen an eye doctor in the past year, or if they do need new eyeglasses. There's a lot of stuff that goes into needing vision insurance. So again, with regards to Ameritas, you had that choice of IMED or VSP. IMED, you're looking at more like Lens Crafters, Pearl Vision, Target Optical. And then with our IMED plan, it's a little bit cheaper of the two. It's $10 when it comes to the IMED plan and just over $16 with the VSP plan. You'll see the differences here just a little bit. But with IMED, an eye exam is $25. Frame and contact allowance is $130. And just like I mentioned, it's just over $10 for monthly premium with IMED. But benefit frequencies. Exam is once per year. Eyeglass, lenses, contacts, and frames is once every 2 years. So when you are talking about vision, it really, there's 3 things that I like to bring up when you are talking to a client about vision insurance. One is how often do they need to go at benefit frequencies. Do they need eyeglass, lenses, or contacts and frames once per year? Then they might need to go with VSP that I'll go over here in just a little bit. Second thing is budget. Are they looking at $10 or $16? And third thing is where are they used to going? Are they used to going to Target, or are they always at IMED in the past and they absolutely love it? Well, they're probably going to want to stick with it. So those 3 things really boil down. Again, where are they used to going, budget, and then benefit frequencies. So switching gears to VSP, more like Costco. They brought on Walmart, I believe, in the end of 2019. So it's great name recognition when it comes to VSP with Walmart, Sam's Club. VSP, again, a little bit more expensive in that $16 range, but you'll see that eye exam is a little bit lower, $10. It was $25 with IMED. Frame and contact allowance jumps up by $20 to $150 allowance. IMED was $130. And again, just over $16. And then that benefit frequencies is once per year for everything. So again, going back to where they used to going, are they used to going to Sam's Club or Costco? Well, they're probably going to stick with VSP. Do they need eyeglass lenses or contacts and frames once per year? Well, they'll probably go with VSP. And then also their budget. If their budget's $16, then, great product with VSP. But if their budget's $10, then they'll probably go with IMED. So again, those 3 things really boils down to when it comes to vision insurance. So as I mentioned before, there's things that we hone in on. That's providing economic value through our products, no waiting periods, next day effective dates, especially with our new products with LASIK, teeth whitening, hearing, preventative plus preventative services don't go towards the max benefit. There's a lot of things that we look at with the product itself. Network, we've gone over. We're almost at 600,000 access points, 130,000 unique providers. Super tough not to find someone nearby in our network. negotiated rates anywhere from 25 to 50%. Again, our average is about 30% when it comes to negotiated rates. And last is the ease of enrollment and the tools that we have for you as an agent and also for the clients as well. Something that, I'm talking more about this year is our member tools. Our marketing team has done a great job in the past, call it 6 to 9 months to really hone in on more member tools, more ways to help your client when they do purchase an Ameritas plan, right? Sometimes I think we just get so enthralled about talking about the plans itself and network and all that kind of stuff that we forget to talk about member tools, what they have at their disposal when it comes to, not only the product, but they're part of Ameritas now. So they have a lot of tools that they can use as well. The first one is find a provider. We'll go over that here in just a little bit, but find a provider tool, that's where they can go and look at a 5, 10, 15, 100-mile radius to see, what providers are in network nearby. Dental cost estimator. This is a great tool when it comes to looking for in and out of network charges. So they can look at the specific zip code and they can see dental cost estimator on what it will probably cost to, if they go out of network for a crown, if they go in network for a crown, they can really look at that dental cost and see what it's estimated that it's probably going to be. Dental health report card. This just shows, that just gives them an in-depth look of their teeth. How good is their, have they had to have a lot of work, or if they haven't had a lot of work, if their teeth are clean, no fillings. There's just a lot of stuff that goes into a report card that has nothing to do with, looking at their plan itself. It just gives them a inside look to, what they've been going to the dentist for. Prescription savings card. They can use this for medications. They can find that on their portal as well. Same thing with eyewear savings card, just additional savings when it comes to eyewear. And then worldwide assistance, if they are traveling out of the country, we can help them find a provider, referrals, help them with making an appointment. We actually have some in-network providers on the Mexico-Texas border, and I think even on the Arizona border as well. So keep that in mind if you do market in the South as well, that we do have some in-network providers in Mexico. But again, if they are out of the country, we can help with finding them, some providers and referrals as well. This is the website that I was mentioning before with regards to providing economic value. The tools that we have for not only client-facing but also agent-facing. Brochures, trifolds, there's social media posts, there's LinkedIn posts, Twitter posts, there's podcasts. There's a lot of stuff on this website that you can go to, and it's explore.ameritas.com/agent marketing. And then you can put another backslash if you want on there, and it'll go directly to the page. But this, our marketing team put together beginning of last year. And these tools are great. I mean, just like that economic value plan that I just went over with that hypothetical illustration, you can find tons of those materials on this website that you can talk to your client about and really have a client facing, more along the lines than a brochure. Show them some real illustrations that are super beneficial, because a lot of times when you do start talking about network and co-insurance and all that kind of stuff, it's always good to see it on paper. So really take advantage of this marketing website. Great website to use. And again, it's explore.ameritas.com/agent marketing. So ease of enrollment. As I mentioned before, once you do get contracted with Messer, you're going to get a personalized URL. This personalized URL is tied to you and you only. So don't go on our website. Don't go to myplan.ameritas.com to enroll a client, because we don't know what agent enrolled. How we know and how we pay your commissions is by using your hyperlink. So your hyperlink is yours. So again, this hyperlink can be put on your website. It can be put on your email chain, whatever you're looking for. It can be blasted out to 2,000 clients that you haven't you haven't talked about dental with. You can send it out to them. We have people do it all the time who first get contracted with us and say, hey, I just got contracted with a great company with Ameritas. They offer no waiting periods. They offer, with our new plans like LASIK, teeth whitening, all that kind of stuff, they can enroll themselves. And the great thing is you're going to get notified, just like I'll show you here in just a little bit. You'll get notified when someone does enroll, and also they can use credit card or EFT. So quoting is very, very easy. We try to make it as seamless as possible when it comes to quoting and enrolling dental and vision insurance, right? Because you're probably talking about whether that's ACA or MedSup, Medicare Advantage. You've probably been talking to them for quite a while about a product and enrolling them in a different product, maybe for the dental plan. So we wanted that enrollment process to be as short and as easy as possible. So the first step is putting in a zip code. We are zip code rated. We're not age rated. So if you type in a zip code and someone's 25 years old and someone's 110 years old, the premium is going to be the same if they're in that same zip code. So we are zip code rated. That's why we ask for the zip code first. And once you do get the zip code, what will pop up is, do you need dental coverage? Do you need vision coverage? And how many need coverage? I think you can go all the way up to like 10 with regards to dependents and who's going to be covered. So what members, or you'll see if you're sitting across the table with them or on a Zoom call, is you'll see the dental plans pop up. So right now, these are Prime Star Protect. These are the plans that we have today. So when you do go to your hyperlink, you'll see Prime Star Protect, because again, those are the plans that we have today. Starting July 28th, you're going to see those 3 plans that we just went over. But today, you're going to see Prime Star Protect. We do have a bestseller up in the top right-hand corner. That's just per state, what they're seeing the most of. You also have up in the top right-hand corner, that share button. If a client reaches out to you and says, send me a quote, you can easily share that quote with them, and it'll have your hyperlink on there. So you'll share it with them, and then they can just enroll themselves once you share that quote with them. Or you can just send the hyperlink as well. But sometimes it's easier just to share, after you put in the zip code and all that kind of stuff, to share it with them, and they can enroll themselves. So this is what will pop up once you type in, if you want dental or vision. Vision will pop up after this, and then you'll choose the coverage. So find a provider tool. This is that tool that I went over with regards to what we have as for member tools. This is for you as well. For you, the agent, you can look in a specific zip code, so you have it handy. Maybe you're focused in, a few zip codes around your area, and you want to look at what in-network providers are nearby. So you might have it handy. You might know a few when it comes to, clients asking, what in-network providers are in this area. You can look up it as well. You can type in city, county, state, or zip. You can do 10, 20, 30-mile radius. I think it goes all the way to 100-mile radius with regards to in-network providers. And there's additional filters as well with regards to, what provider you're going to see. And also you can actually type in the actual provider. If a client says, well, I've been going to, Dr. Joe on Main Street, is he in network or is she in network? You can type their name in there and see if they're in network as well. What will pop up is all the in-network providers. I always get the question of, okay, what are the green lettering and black lettering for in-network providers? The green lettering just means it's a more cost-effective provider. We want to say thank you to that provider for going above and beyond with regards to their negotiated rates and giving that client great economic value when it comes to having an in-network discount. So with regards to the ones in green, that's all that means. They're all in-network. They're all great in-network providers. But again, we can't put percentages or anything like that on there, but we can put providers in green that have another way of saying is an above average negotiated rate. So again, all in network. Black lettering, again, we're anywhere from 25 to 50% with negotiated rates. So those are fantastic providers as well. When that green lettering plays a big part is if they are talking to you and saying, I don't really care where I go, I just want to be in network, then I would choose one of the ones in green just because it's a more cost-effective provider. So once either you enroll the client or the client enrolls themselves, you're going to get a confirmation email. You're going to get a confirmation email, and the client's going to get a confirmation email. With this new My Plan that we launched a few months back with regards to the new enrollment site, it can be all electronic now. Previously, we'd always send ID cards via mail, so it'd take about 7 to 10 business days to get an ID card. Sometimes clients would say, well, I can't go to the dentist until I have an ID card. It's not the case. They can go as soon as tomorrow. Every night, we dump all of our enrollments into the system, so the providers will have the information as soon as tomorrow. So they don't need the ID card. But with the new My Plan, with the new enrollment site, it can be all electronic. So if they do type in their email address, which they don't have to have an email address, but if they do type in their email address, we can send that ID card electronically to them. That's just, again, more user friendly when it comes to our new site. That's just one of the examples is now being fully electronic if they wish, or if they want to go old school and have it mailed to them, they have that option as well. So if you're not contracted with us yet, reach out to Jeff, Micah, anyone at Messer to get contracted with us. Again, July 28th are the new plans. Total Access and Value will be launching July 28th. Today we have Prime Star Protect and Prime Star Protect Network. Great plans. We just wanted to enhance those plans even more, add LASIK, teeth whitening, hearing benefit, preventative plus, increasing maximum benefits. We wanted to do a lot in those regards. So be on the lookout for more emails for our plan launch July 28th. But again, wanted to give the Messer agents an insight onto what's coming, especially before open enrollment, AEP, so you can have a in-depth look and start looking at those plans before they launch July 28th. We'll be sending out. I know Jeff will be sending this PowerPoint and also brochures for the new plans as well. So again, you can go more in depth on those plans too. So Jeff, if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Yeah, thanks, Dale. That's some great information and a lot of information. So let's go back over a few things, a couple of questions that have come up from more than one agent. If I'm on a plan with you guys currently, and as those plans, are they going to be phased out, Taylor, the 21 plan options, so that we'll have to go to the 22 plan offerings that are coming out on the 28th of July? Is that correct?
Yeah, so if a client's on our current plans, they're going to continue to be on our current plans. We just won't be offering for new clients the plans that we have today. So yeah, we'll sunset the Prime Star Protect plans July 28th.
Okay. Now, if I was on an existing plan and after speaking with my agent, I wanted to move to one of the new offerings on the 28th, how does that affect my wait periods and so forth? Are they recognized, or am I starting over?
You would start over with regards to the plans. And to be honest with you, other than the Prime Star Total that has a 90% basic in year 2, unless they're needing a hearing benefit, it's really the same in year 2, right? 180.50 for preventative, basic, and major with our product. So it doesn't make a ton of sense to switch, but if they are wanting, LASIK or teeth whitening or something like that, yeah, they would just start over on the new plan.
Okay. There's some questions about on the Prime Star Total, in and out of network costs. Can you go over how those might be billed differently, and what the member needs to know about that when they talk to a provider that's out of network?
Yeah, Prime Star. Which one was it?
The Total plan, I believe.
Okay, Total. Yeah. So nothing changes with regards to out of network. How it's billed differently is it's MAC is maximum allowable charge, which is in network. Those are negotiated rates. MAB is maximum allowable benefit, which is out of network. Before getting too much in the weeds, they're pretty much the same thing. We look at the in-network rates with regards to an out-of-network dentist, and that's what we pay. So if they do go to an out-of-network dentist and they charged, let's just say $1,500 for a crown, our in-network provider charges $1,300 for a crown. We would base our 20% day one coverage on major off of that $1,300, so they could be balance billed for that remaining amount because we didn't take our 20% and go off that $1,500. We took it off of our in-network rate and did the $1,300. So that's the difference between in or out of network. It's really the same, but they can be balance billed if they do go out of network. The co-insurances do not change though.
Okay. Let's go back over just real quick on the options inside of the vision plan, whether to go with IMED or VSP. Can you touch on that again for us? Just take a quick look.
Yeah. The difference between IMED and VSP, the three things that I hone in on is where they used to going, right? If they've been going to Costco or Vision Works, that depends on, what they're probably going to purchase, if they're retiring or if they're in between jobs, they're probably going to purchase what they're used to going to. Second thing is budget. IMED's just over $10 and the VSP is just over 16. And then the benefit frequencies. Benefit frequencies with IMED is once per year for an exam and once every 2 years for eyeglass lenses, contacts, and frames. VSP is once per year for everything. So when you are talking to the client about vision and what they're looking for, those three questions, or whatever you want to call it when it comes to looking for vision insurance, is hone in on benefit frequencies. Again, how often they need to go, what's their budget, and then where they used to go in. And again, that's at point of enrollment. So they're going to be choosing IMED or VSP. They don't get to choose, after they enroll to go into, this month I'm going to go to IMED, next month I'm going to go to VSP. Point of enrollment, you choose IMED or VSP.
Okay. And go back over how the rates are determined for us real quick, Taylor. On
the rates,
plans, zip rated versus age.
dental?
Yeah, zip versus age banded.
Yep. Yeah. So we're zip code rated, which is great, right? If they are in that, Medicare Advantage world that they're just turning 65, their rates aren't going to increase once they turn 65. We're zip code rated. We haven't had a rate increase for the past 2.5 years. So normally we stay pretty consistent when it comes to the rates, but we are zip code rated. So it just depends on where they're located is what that premium is going to be. So it does play a big part, especially, there's a lot of carriers out there that have like a, 25 to 40, you're at this premium, and then it increases once you turn 41, it goes to this, and of course it increases when you get to 65. We don't have that. It's all zip code rated.
Great. Another thing, Taylor, a lot of agents will ask us, and you mentioned there's some sales materials available to the agents, illustrations as far as showing what a cost savings would be in a real world example, if you will. So say you've got somebody that doesn't have a dental plan and they do have to go to a dentist. Maybe they have to get a crown taken care of or a tooth extracted, so forth. Do you have anything, or can you explain some of those savings to us and where that would be?
Yep. If the member tools, you can actually go to, it's on Ameritas.com. There's a dental cost estimator. And it's also on the member portal as well. So when someone does, get a plan with us, they can log into a member portal, see claims and all sorts of stuff. But on that member portal or on Ameritas.com, there's that dental cost estimator, and you can look at, what it's probably going to cost for an in-network or out-of-network procedures, and you can look at all the way from fillings to dentures to crowns to preventative services. You can look at all that stuff and really get a good idea of what it's going to cost them.
All right. And I think that would be good, don't you agree, to help overcome that objective if you do have, objection, if you do have a couple of examples with you, that you can share. I know some of the agents out there will laminate things like that, so they include that in their presentation. But I would strongly encourage the agents with us today, if you don't already do those types of things, to have that set up as you go through your presentation on the dental plan.
Oh yeah, and if you go to that explore.ameritas.com /agent marketing, yeah, they have that creating economic value, that hypothetical illustration I went over to, and I have to say hypothetical, but it's a pretty spot on illustration with regards to dental services and how much money they're going to be saving. We have agents all the time laminate that and take that wherever they go just to show them, because sometimes, like I mentioned before, when you're talking about network savings, co-insurance, it can start getting a little bit confusing on, well, how much money am I saving? So when you're putting it on paper, super helpful. So there's a lot of those on that marketing website.
Awesome. All right. I think that's going to about do it for us today as far as questions. Taylor, anything that you want to add as we close out here?
No, just be on the lookout for additional emails. We'll start sending more about the product launch. What are we? We're almost a month out from July 28th, which is crazy to say, but Be on the lookout for more emails. Again, I think Jeff, right, you're going to be sending up a follow email with brochures and especially this presentation. And if you do have questions, feel free to reach out to us. We have a great Sales Connect team. If you're not familiar with them, they can help with clients, they can help with agents, they can help with claims. There's a lot of information that they can give out that I'll send over to Jeff as well, and he'll put that information in the email too.
Yeah, we will. And I want to thank everybody for attending today. I know we had to shift our schedule just a little bit. Most folks are used to us doing this on a Wednesday, but happy that Taylor could join us today and go over these great products and give you guys the opportunity to see what Ameritas offers. And we need to get you contracted. So if you've got questions about that, give us a call here at 866-568-9649. If you're an agent that works with Messer currently, you should be able to log into your Sure LC portal and request that appointment. We'll get that off to the carrier very quickly, get you appointed and get you ready before that July 28th kickoff date for the new plans. And you should be able to go back and have conversations with all your ACA customers and those on the over 65 as well that maybe don't have a dental component to their MAPD or obviously with their med sub. So keep that in mind, guys. Make sure that you get your scopes filled out correctly so you can go over these additional products when you're with your seniors. If it's your ACA folks, don't be afraid to mention that to them when you're going over the major medical. As history and the medical world has shown us, so many things are tied to the health of our teeth, not only the ability to give ourselves nutrition, but heart disease and a number of other things. So make sure that your clients are aware of that and that there are very affordable and great options out there for them through Ameritas. So with that, we're going to close out. Again, if you need to get help getting contracted, reach out to producer support here in the office or log into your Sure LC portal and get that contract requested. If you've got additional questions, you can reach out to your marketing director here at the office. Again, one more time, that number is 866-568-9649 and ask to speak to a marketing director. Or if there's a general question, our producer support team will be able to help you there as well. We look forward to having Taylor back with us soon, later this summer, maybe closer to the fall as we get to the open enrollment and annual enrollment periods to have a brief brush up on Ameritas plans. And again, thank you guys for joining us today. Take care and do your best work out there. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye-bye.